Fairy Elfin legends. I love that time just after the gloaming, with the last of the glowflies still roaming, the night air's full of amorous promise, and the quietest that lets love's dreams rise. Here our ships are overbrimmed with visions so clearly seen that some must roll on in, for the prismatic arch of the sun bow is anchored twice to the real world below. I dip myself in as the cup to fill from the stream of consciousness my will that is beyond the plain reality, as waking from it all the more to be. The gossamer mist snares me, barely felt, a fairy cloth of prehistoric weave that yet haunts every stream, meadow, and wood in the land of youth where timeless beings live. For as I sense the cloud of lilac fragrance from a mountainous bush, that passing mist awakens olden creature things in me that sympathize on an ancient frequency. Here the blessed and haunted old forest, where at the base of a great oak I rest, while all about lay wondrous deep coverts and a green turfed path that leads o'er a crest. 'Tis so still you can hear an acorn fall, and the musical strain of mystic call, in soft tones flowered upon the silence, as floating on the surface of the all. These forest fairies, dryads, nymphs, and fauns, in spring flash their nude blossoms on the lawns. She beckons me along, for through the air I pass thoughts of love, verses and songs. The life of her face is in her deep blue eyes, soft-lipped mouth, and the ears that pointed rise as the moon and stars reflect in a pool, which look as for a lifetime pours surprise. I dive into her eyes, her soulful gait, and worship before her heart's flaming grate, midst flowers in the gardens of her dreams, then whirl back up through her eyes as her mate. I'm left with a feeling that's no mere spell, but a fact in heaven that's fancy in hell, of elemental affinities flame, deeper than thought, much older than speech can tell. Trumpet flowers had announced my coming, my ticket being the poems that I'd written on the lore and legends of the flowers, of Eve and elves bringing forth all that bloomed and grew. The land appears at first much like my own, but I see colors that I'd never seen, that are neither blue nor green nor in between, and further they shine in a strange direction. So this tale I give you, if I can return to tell it, of shadow worlds within Earth's dominion, preternatural places, transcending time and space, the enchanted fairy world, Earth's missing link. Of man and angel, one yet neither they came, to dwell forever in shadow worlds between form and substance, they, all elfin creatures, and all who float or fly as came from paradise. Yet neither here nor there, though everywhere, they're the fairy host, nurslings of eternity, and of all things everlasting like amaranth, and of all things heavenly like love and dreams. Alive only at life's heavenly cusp, they appear but in half-light dawn or dusk, seen usually by some quick sideways glance, or through some autumnal haze perchance. Fays live in a moon-blue star mist, out of space and out of time, rising each morn as vapors, wavering here there in rainbow colors, being the light and life of all leaves and flowers, midwives of bloom, wizards of natural miracles, painters of green and guardians of buds. They, the keepers of what moves all things, are with flowers heaven's smile upon the earth. Born of kisses, fays are life's spirit soul, so much felt as to be oft seen and heard. Their musical wings play songs so intense that they fall as perfume upon the sense. Fairy tinklings are sensed as drowsy fumes, incense lifting one on wings of fairy sighs, the tide that turns one, as seen in the wake of leaves rising in their swell on windless nights. Other mortals I see too, while passing through, then know that Elfland overlaps our own. They are not asleep but frozen in motion, awake yet unmoving in their instant of time. All things I feel continuously now, as in human life I knew only in. All things I feel continuously now, As in human life I knew only in rare moments of ecstasy when melded happenings had lifted me heavenward. Magical things I see that only appear on earth when one's eyes close but for a second. Winged ladies and flowered butterflies, whose prints are pressed as dust upon the pansies. The birds are of a species never known and seem to share a special closeness with their elven brethren, fairy sisterhood, which I know and feel and see as kinship. I hear woodlands that once only whispered, meadows where there was once but a murmur, and grasslands unhushed, full of wondrous sounds, the music from beyond the human range. My senses are heightened, touch goes deeper. My eyes see colors beyond the spectrum. I reach into living things, knowing them. All the odors call, mixed with emotion. A flush of youth shoots through me, as the chain of light from angel to fairy adds my link, and my eyes are sparks of bright burning fire, sense extended in a new dimension. I sprout wings and fly like a bumblebee, and fall in love with a lovely winged flower that has come to life, the vision of fantasy, her elfin eyes beckoning me toward ecstasy. Summer follows us around, elfin queen of hearts, as we lay snug in winter green, your glowing pixie crown lighting the scene, your curves spooning, your ears pointing away. As fays we make love in the air, hovering, evanescent visions of disembodied happiness, the magic link in the chain of things, connecting man to God by angel and star to all that we are. Satisfied, fulfilled, yet desiring more, we return to our cabin, loving deep into sleep as blackness falls all around, but for the starry memories that glow. Although I can stay no more than a year away, or lose mortal form, this place will be my home. So here I'll return, the seasons going round, where I'll continue to expand this poem. Although back to deliver these words, I already miss the sylvan solitude and the crystal pools of the enchanted worlds between heaven and earth, where the wanderers of light call me home. So now, live your life and dream a dream through dale, meadow and field and grove and greensward, across love's pure stream in shimmering sheens of the dells of Elfland. It takes but a wish. I chance upon a land of strange rainbows of elfin-hued flowers, red delphiniums, black tulips, orange fuchsias, white marigolds, bronze grass, and the legendary blue rose.